Hey everybody, welcome back to our review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, Episode 13, which is all about the Makeover Challenge. I have my great co-host here with me. First is the baddest bitch on the block, Eric. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. It's nice to see that you're settled in. You look nice and settled in.
Thank you. Working on it as we speak.
Period. Wait, how did you manage not to crush up all of your wallpaper and
I,
stuff? How did you pack that?
I saved the containers that they came in, so that way when I did move out, I would be able to use them again. So
Smart.
Research.
Smart. Next we have Derek, looking handsome for the first time. Derek, how's everything?
Don't do that. You're a liar, and that's why Derek don't like you. I'm good.
Wait, did you see the way that Alexis shoved that lipstick?
in the box.
She shoved it in the box and she walked away. The producer's like, wait, no. She was like, no, fuck you. That's why Derek don't like you. Oh, that was such a genuine moment. That's funny. I'm sorry. Continue. That's so funny.
Team Irene in the name bubble there.
Hashtag Team Irene. Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring back the true winner.
Okay. And that's on Irene the Alien.
And then last but certainly not least, we have Mr. James Barmore as our guest.
What's
Come
up?
on, fan.
Yes.
I'm surprised we haven't had you on prior to already. Like at least a
Blame that
couple of
on here.
times. Oh, well, I mean,
Like
We'll
everything
blame it.
else in life. Yeah.
oh, blame it on the everything.
Go ahead and clock out for me, baby.
Not
Just until y'all are
Oh.
done. Just until y'all are done.
What did Sharp from Bad Girls Club say? Rotate, ho.
Oh my god.
So rotate with it.
A throwback reference. Jesus.
All right, guys. So let's hop right into it. Episode 13. This season is like flying by. I feel like I'm on here with you guys every day. It's like crazy. I feel like the roll around is like crazy, but we're already on episode 13. So, still on 90-minute episodes, which is great. Last week, Selena STDs rightfully made her exit in the contest.
Wow. Wow. That's where we're starting. We start straight out the
Oh
gate.
my goodness.
It does say that in our notes. In Lawrence's notes.
Wait, why would RuPaul call it a contest?
James is like, what the fuck is going on?
No, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
Chaos
here.
of this review show here.
I am literally dying.
I'm sorry. I thought I had you beautiful. I really would not like.
I want to go home.
I think that
I want to
you
go
are a
home.
good
I want to save
contender.
it. You could have told me before. I want to go home.
A good
I want to
contender
go back to Vegas.
for this contest. Go ahead.
All right. But not without writing a very shaded and pointed mirror message. Any thoughts on Selena's mirror message? Was she bitter?
That's the first time I ever saw such a shady mirror message on RuPaul personally, period. I haven't seen too many. Ooh.
Oh, well, you did tell him to log out for you, so I guess
Manifestation.
Derek, what do you think?
I feel like we've seen shady
We have.
shady lipstick messages, but hey, it was a little bitter. Not as bitter as this week's episode.
Right.
Exit. But hey, we'll get there.
And Eric, what do you think about Selena's message?
And her drag.
I thought that I didn't think I don't think she's bitter, but there may be some saltiness because we found out afterwards she wasn't feeling some of the judges and she didn't feel seen or supported on that show. So I don't think it was an issue with her and the girls. I think at that point it's kind of honestly, fuck this and fuck y'all. So maybe she was bitter. I don't know. I really like Selena though. Really, really enjoyed her.
Yeah. Was this worse than Thor's message to Shangela in All Stars 3?
What was it again? Refresh my memory.
She drew like something phallic on the mirror. Um and I think she wrote like she said something shady about Shangela. And then she went as far as to write a note, and Trixie posted it up on her on her on her corner of her
You know,
workroom.
to be honest, at the end, Thorgy was the only one that voted correctly for Shangela.
Isn't that interesting? It's so interesting to me.
She's a real ass bitch. Um, but yeah, no, I didn't think it was that bad. I just think that poor Selena felt misunderstood this season, and you know, even in this review show, I don't think everyone fully understood the essence of Selena, and that may weigh on her because you're being judged on a macro scale. So like, I can only imagine what that does to the psyche. And then she left while her mom was in bad health. Her mom passed away while she was in the competition. Like mentally, that's a lot for a human being. So I'm giving her all the grace in the world.
Did you give her grace when she was like in front of her audience and she was saying all that shit about Ross Matthews? Was that like
I
what
did
was
think
that?
that was a bit extreme because I never thought Ross would have like ill intent towards her, but like we all handle things to our own discretion. Not saying it's the right way, but I was like, okay, your platform,
Yeah.
not mine.
You know, one of the things that Selena always kind of got ragged on, like throughout her tenure in the competition, is her
Mhm.
runways, right? Like, it's her aesthetic. And it was interesting that she was cursing out like Ross Matthews while she was wearing the outfit that she was wearing, right? Like, it was still ugly. And the fact that like she would say something so ugly about Ross Matthews while looking ugly, I mean, the disconnect from like reality is far too much.
Yeah,
Um,
I
anyway.
thought that outfit was cute. I thought that outfit was kind of cute.
Yeah, it was cute for Selena. Which is not saying much, I don't think. So anyway, at this point, the final 5 queens of the contest are Sasha Colby, Luxnor London, Mistress Isabel Brooks, Anitra, and Lucy Laduka. Is this the top 5 that you guys all envision? Let's start with you, James. Is this the top 5 that you saw coming?
I'll say yeah. Like the way that a lot of the girls psyched themselves out this season was very interesting to me because you could tell like when they felt under stress or under duress, they was like, I just feel it, like I'm okay. Who was it? Marsha. She was like, I'm ready to go. Like it's fine. You know what I mean? Like this is good. I had fun. So to have everybody where they are now in top 5, I'm fine with it. I think those that are left like have actually wanted to be there and have played the game. You know what I mean? Like have put forth the effort. So that's my take.
Yeah. Derek, what do you think?
Yes, I feel like I've always had like this rotating fifth seat of Lucy, Robin was even in there, and as the show went on, Sasha. But so yeah, Anitra was always up there. Lux, Mistress, they were always up there for me.
Eric?
So interesting that you mentioned Robin because she was one of my faves in the beginning. But these seasons are so long now that you don't even remember half them queens.
I don't remember Robin.
Princess Poppy.
Princess
I
Poppy, I
definitely
do
don't
not
Barely. Like
That
it
was a
really
fever
does.
dream.
No shade to that woman.
Okay, really does the earlier queens a disservice, but I digress. I believe so. Of Sasha, Lux, Mistress, Anitra wasn't in my top 4. I had Robin there as well, and then was there someone else?
Well, they're not here anymore. So
Yeah,
it
they're,
doesn't
they're
matter.
long gone, long gone. So yeah, Robin would have been the only person I would have had in my top 4, but they shot that down fast.
Yeah, this was definitely the top 5 that I envisioned, minus Anitra. And I definitely would have put in Irene. I mean, I don't even see how, like, whatever. But they got it right, but I don't like the climb to getting it right though.
I
I
agree with
don't
that.
like the climb to it. Like I that was complete. This was bad. This is not a very good season in terms of like the edit, at least for me. But they're getting the top five right. Like they've been consistent in performing. All right, so the queens banter about why they named who they named to lead the contest, and Lux and Lucy seemingly have the most tension between each other after Lux named her during the who should go home and why, which I love the who should go home and why stuff. I think that's always just funny. Is Lucy's drag generic? Eric, is Lucy's drag generic? Do you agree with Lux?
Generic, no. Innovative, no.
So generic.
No. I feel like in saying generic, it makes it seem as though it lacks like certain polishing or like refinement, and I think that that's not the issue. Generic to me is kind of just like surface level serviceable. I don't think it's surface level serviceable. I think that there is thought put into it. I just don't think there are extra steps taken to push it above and beyond. So I don't want to put it as generic. I just don't think it's extraordinary.
Well, Eric, you have said throughout the duration of all of our reviews, that's always been your critique for Lucy, is that it's
Yeah.
serviceable.
It's serviceable.
That's
yeah.
what you. So then it's generic, essentially.
I'm in my
It's what you would expect from
congenial
a drag
era.
queen.
I'm in my congenial era, and that was my answer.
Oh my gosh. But nobody likes you.
Oh my goodness.
Derek, what do you think?
Oh, I was thinking about this last night, actually. I don't think generic is the right word for it. However, I do feel like we've seen Lucy's type of drag before. But she does it so well, and I think that's something that we can look at and appreciate, right? Like, so I think she's so polished, and so it's just, actually, she's a good speaker. She's very marketable. I can say that, and I think they're looking for someone like that. So she could have definitely went to the end, in my opinion. But I think we need to use a different word than generic. I think it's a little insulting to the time and effort that she puts into her art.
I agree with Eric. That was well said. Thank
you. James, what about you?
So for me, I don't think Lucy is generic either. I think that, like any artist or creative, we have a certain signature or a certain identity that we have to kind of mold and create in real time. And I think, to both what Eric and Derek are saying, like, she has a certain polish. She has a certain understanding and knowledge of who she is as a drag queen. But I don't think she's found, in musical terms, the right melody to where people relate to what it is that she's presenting as an artist and as a queen, which can make it appear as though it's generic, right? But she's still very much an artist. It's just like, this just wasn't your time, so we find it a little bit more next season, or All Stars, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's giving All Star.
Yeah, I mean, Lucy, I guess in the terms of the word generic, I guess a lot of people interpret it as being like basic. And basic is not what comes to mind when I think of Lucy DeLuca. Actually, the word professional pops right into like my mind. I feel like Lucy shows up to work and she's determined to get the job done. She believes that she can get the job done. And ultimately, that's the kind of people that I like in general. So while I wasn't like voting for Lucy to like win the season, so to speak, I don't feel like I'm nearly as gagged at like everyone else like wanting her to go home. I'm like, based on what? Like, she's been kicking ass in the competition, to be very honest. Despite what the edit says, she's shown up to work. So I don't know. Like, I wouldn't call it generic either. But Lux is 22. Like, they always speak before they think. So, you know, she probably just used like the wrong word. But I knew where Lux was coming from. It kind of is like the blonde hair, the Barbie doll look. That's the part that's actually generic, is that like anyone can kind of look like you, which makes you more tangible, which doesn't make you extraordinary. And I don't think that a lot of people like that in their drag queens. They want to see people that like really transform, and it's like, oh wow, like you were born to do drag. All right, so next part of the episode is the mini challenge, which is always my favorite part of any episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. The queens play Spill the Tea, where they answer shady questions about each other. Queens only get a point if the majority of them answer with the same queen per round. Those that do not answer with the majority do not get the point. So there was a total of 8 questions that were asked, and I'm gonna just run through what all of the questions are and what queen it was. Or actually, we'll do it this way. I'll run through each question, and then I'll just ask you guys like briefly if you agree. If you agree, give me a thumbs up in the camera. If you disagree, give me a thumbs down. All right. All right. So number 1, which queen makes you laugh the hardest? The overall answer was Mistress. So thumbs up if you agree that Mistress makes you laugh the hardest.
Derek, why you give a side?
Because I feel like I laugh more with Lucy, and she's not trying to be funny, but she's just so delusional. She's so thirsty. This shit makes me laugh every time she says, "I don't feel like I deserve." I just be like, I just laugh because shut up, Lucy. Just shut up. So
it does give that sometimes. I agree.
It could have went both ways.
I'm with you on that, Derek. Although I would have said Lux, because Lux's overconfidence is like me in kindergarten. Like you couldn't tell me shit. My person was on point. Like everything was just on point. Like, bitch, I dare you to give me anything below 95 on my report card. So like
with the lunch pail, stilettos, pumps.
Yeah. Lux is like, there might be a terrorist attack down the street, but I'm gonna kill this runway. Like, she does not care. Like, I am going to drag, honey. All right, number 2. Which queen thinks she's the smartest? Now, the overall consensus was Lucy. Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you disagree. That's unanimous, so we agree. Number 3, which queen is the shadiest? And the answer was Mistress. James?
I feel like Lux is the shadiest girl on there.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, like, girl, yeah, it's her.
Lux.
It's her.
Yeah, Lux is. I mean, just last week when she did the whole monologue,
okay,
and then got to Lucy, it was just like, go home. Like she gave everyone compliments. It was just like, yeah, you can go now.
Really analyzing the lineup that we have here on the stage today, I think that I would start by saying, I'm like, girl.
Okay, Laduka is trash. Like that was the end of her sentence.
I have to imagine that almost every queen actually does do something like that, but they edit it out, right? But there's a reason why they played Lux's like that, and I think it's to kind of add to like that whole like kind of shady character that she has. Yeah. I would have actually said Irene. Irene in the first episode was serving everything that I needed that I've been missing with these last couple seasons of Drag Race. Like, as soon as Lux walked in, she gave her the business, and I was like, yes, please do.
Irene needs to give you a fair amount of her booking for keeping her name relevant this whole season.
Who, me?
Yes, Irene needs to give you some of her booking for keeping her name relevant this whole season.
Please do. Please do. She's like literally in my top 3 favorite queens of all time already, and she was the first one to go home.
Wow.
I love Irene the Alien. All right, number 4. Which queen is the hairiest? And they said Mistress. Thumbs up if you agree.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't
really
have a
wanna
vote
think
on
about
that.
it.
I haven't seen everyone's body. I don't know if they're hairy. All right, and then number 5. Which queen is most likely to steal your cosmetics? And the answer was Mistress. Thumbs up if you agree.
I'm trying to think.
I don't have a vote. I don't know.
Who were you gonna say instead, Lawrence?
Sasha. She comes from that old school drag. You know, like you gotta get in where you fit in. Take what you can get. I accidentally left my concealer in the cab, so bitch, this one's mine. Like, that's it. The show goes on. Number 6. Which queen is most likely to steal your man? And the answer was Sasha Colby. Thumbs up if you agree.
Yeah, that was a weird choice for me. Like, why? Because she's a trans woman? Like, I don't.
It was giving very much like you're kind of like the girl of the competition, and you're like seasoned, and like, you know, that's like the life that you live. So of course you would like steal someone's man. But I'm just like, she's a little older, and I don't feel like Sasha kind of needs to go that route. I don't really actually see her doing something like that.
Right.
So I wasn't surprised because, like, you know, she's beautiful, but I never got like steal your man from Sasha.
Yeah. Also, my man wouldn't go for Sasha. We're gay. Like, what?
T. Yeah, I also just think, I don't know Sasha personally, but I feel like she would have more self-respect than to steal somebody's man. So,
Oprah meme.
Okay.
So maybe Lucy.
Maybe Lucy.
I don't trust Lucy.
I would have said Lux, to be very honest. I could see Lux like he you know, he paid for my Uber, or like he followed me to a car. It's not a big deal. Meanwhile, she's sleeping with him. So I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I would have said Anitra.
You would have said Anitra.
No, Anitra's too sad to steal someone's man. She would just start crying at the prospect of it. Like,
when have we seen Anitra cry more than the usual drag queen on Drag Race who's talking about their trauma? Let's start
on season
there.
15.
Let's see how Derek loves and defends Anitra.
Yeah, I know. I literally know. Mind you, Anitra has a man, so he has no chance.
That's his bitch what you want to ask her.
Girl.
Okay.
Number 7. Which queen is most likely to have a sugar daddy? And the overall consensus was Lux Noir London. They got that right. Derek, who did you think?
I would say Sasha. Why not?
They probably both would. But I could see Lux like
finessing them. Oh,
I could see Lux like actively pursuing like a sugar daddy. Like, I can see that. Yeah. And then last but not least, probably the most important question of them all: which queen is going home next? And it was unanimous that they all said Lucy Laduka. Do you guys agree with that?
Well, I don't know what happens at the end of the episode, but sideways? Really? In between?
Mm-hmm. I can think of someone else that probably deserves to go home before Lucy.
Anyway, so my thing is, I thought it was smart as fuck that she voted for herself. I love that. She's so smart. That is a white woman. She wanted to bring it home. She's like, I know what they're going to vote for, so I'm going to get it right.
Okay, and boom. And you can swing.
And boom, and boom. She's so smart. She thinks she's the smartest. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, she has 5 challenge wins, so I mean, she's doing something right at this point.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So the winner of the mini challenge is Lucy, mainly because of the last question. So good for her. We know she loves
she
a
win
mini
money?
versus a maxi challenge win.
Did she win money?
I can't remember if they won money or not. I don't think that they did. I think she just won the lineup.
Oh,
No,
okay.
but she didn't win any makeup from Anastasia.
Oh yeah. I
Yes.
think she
Oh,
did.
yeah. It was
$5,000.
$5,000 worth of Anastasia Beverly Hills. Oh, yeah, you're right. Was that this episode?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
That was.
Okay. Oh, good for her. That's worth it. I
Okay.
think. Yeah. All right. Imagine if Marsha would have won that. She was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? I don't even wear this shit.
Your budget
Winter time.
available is kicking in. Oh.
Unbelievable.
Come on, Imperial.
All right. So, maxi challenge, right? So the queens will engage in a makeover challenge where they will make over teachers and educators, in which they must have your typical drag family resemblance. Interestingly enough, it was my time to moderate, and I am a high school teacher myself, so I was just kind of like, this is cute. I was like, this is cute. All right, so the teachers also must lip sync the house down boots on the main stage. As a result of Lucy's mini challenge win, she gets to pair up each queen with their teacher. Was she being fair or was she being strategic? Eric, let's start with you.
I feel like she was fair. I think the only one who may have gotten the short end of the stick was Lux. I feel like everyone else was pretty fair for the most part, but yeah. Because she really could have made that whole thing go left field, but she only gave Lux the fucked up one. She's not feeling Lux. I don't care what she says post Drag Race or whatever. Lux made her life their hell. Her and Mistress. So I don't blame her. You have power, use it right.
True. Derek.
Sure. I do feel like Lux got the short end of the stick, but I don't want to discredit the teacher. She but everyone
she got the frumpy one. She got the frumpy one.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but
what would you say?
There's room for everybody.
Let's just say that.
I thought everyone else. It was just the way the cards just lined up. I don't see anybody else having anyone else. I feel like someone as seasoned as Sasha deserved someone as like interested in like her queen really seemed, because I'm thinking about I'm thinking about Lux's point, right, where she didn't get the person of color, which sure, but Sasha's queen really wanted to go all out, and I think that Sasha was the one to really take it there. I think she did a serviceable job. Yeah, makes sense. Mistress' choice made sense. Lucy's choice, I think, made sense. So yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, James, what do you think?
I agree with the room. I do, however, feel like Sasha should have won the challenge instead of Anitra.
Ooh, we'll get there. Trust me, we will get there. We have quite a few opinions about that. The producers are really the ones that are very strategic, right? Like, if you actually wanted all of these queens to remotely do well, you would pick a teacher that caters to that queen's aesthetic in some form or fashion. Why do you have two big girls up there when the only really, really huge one is Mistress Isabel Brooks?
Not really, really huge. Okay.
I mean, come on. But I mean, I guess. Whatever. Is there anyone that you guys think that will excel or anyone that you think will struggle?
I think Anitra is going to turn the party because that's the type of girl she is.
She's gonna walk that fucking teacher.
Yes, yes. But we all know what kind of girl you are. I don't know when was the last time you were able to see what kind of girl you are. You guys didn't watch that season. It was on Paramount. Okay,
So I don't think that
Season 6, Snatch Game of Love. Come on.
Oh, All Stars?
Mm-hmm. Never mind.
I didn't think anyone was gonna do like poorly, to be honest, because everyone there like understands drag well enough. I feel like to put it on another person, so I didn't feel like anyone would do poorly, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I actually agree. I don't think that anyone would have done poorly, but the results were different than what I
Yeah,
thought.
They were totally different. Like, look at how different that is.
Yeah. This
Something
episode
took place
slapped me in
this
the fucking face. I was like, it
Everybody's
was
so
too good to be
creative.
true.
Yeah.
Too good to be true. You guys had to ruin it. Like at the, I didn't know what was happening this entire episode.
The whole thing.
Yeah. So they have like a lot of workroom prep. Nothing like really kind of like stood out to me. Except for well, two things. I loved Sasha's teacher knowing who Leomi Maldonado is. I'm like, girl,
Okay.
your homework. I know Sasha would have just fell right in love with her. Like, oh girl, come on, you know, like the ballroom girl. Like, all right. And then I also liked Lux. I think it was this episode, right? Lux, she was talking about a little bit more of like her home life and like her relationship with like her parents and stuff like that. But I love that Lux like talked about it with a huge smile on her face the whole time. Like she's like, fuck them. I'm here to win. Like you don't want me to be a drag queen. I'm here on RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm gonna be extra gay for the room. Anything that stood out to you guys about the workroom prep or
this week I will say like it was nice to hear, but like this was actually a week where I felt like Lawrence watching the workroom. I was like, I don't care.
It was pretty long.
It was really long.
And I know we begged and bullied Todrick Hall to get these 90-minute episodes, but this week was the one week I was like, what's that Boom Cat lady?
Lorianne Gibson.
Lorianne Gibson. I was like, too much. It was too much workroom prep. Like RuPaul sat down with everybody, and they had the TikToks or whatever. I was like,
wait, do you guys remember when do you guys remember on Making the Band when Day 26 was like rehearsing and Brian stopped the rehearsal? No, he stopped the rehearsal to tell Lorianne about like some dude that she didn't even care about. He was just like, is this how Diddy treated you? And she was like,
oh my God, no. I thought you were going to say when Aubrey was in a crowd of black people and was like, yo, 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 yo. Where my money making brothers at?
yeah.
Yo, yo, yo. Diddy was pissed. Why would you ever go out there and tell those black people, yo, yo, yo?
Oh my God.
It was
what?
crazy. It was crazy.
OMG. That is
right.
So funny.
OMG is right.
It's always like a side something with this show.
If he's so far left though, like straight into the wall type left. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I want to make a compilation of Eric getting irritated with all our little teams.
I would watch that.
I'd be laughing right along with us. Then when his last meter is done, we all have
be
to
like,
stop
remember the
laughing.
time? He'd be like, cream of wheat, cream of wheat. No.
This one I actually was gasping at the fact that happened. I was like, oh.
Yo, yo, yo.
Like, that's absolutely unacceptable.
Happy Juneteenth.
You stop that right now. You stop that this
Oh my gosh, that's actually so
instant. You cease and desist right now.
Oh my god.
Immediately.
Where my niggas
All
fresh
right.
up off the Underground Railroad at? Yeah.
Oh, see, you always just have to go too far.
Derek,
Unbelievable.
You're out.
You're out of it.
Yeah, no.
All right, so we're at the judges panel, right? It's elimination day. And on panel we have Michelle Visage, as usual, Rupaul, Ross Matthews, and guest judge Haley Kiyoko. Interesting. Where's T.S. Madison?
We just had her 2 times in a row. I love her. We did just see her. Haley, I mean, isn't she not phenomenal? I love her work. What about you guys?
I have no idea who she is.
I don't either, but the lip sync song was really cute.
Yeah, the lip sync song was cute.
It was really
Has
cute.
she's been on the show before, correct?
Don't get me started.
Yeah. Oh, celebrity, apparently Celebrity Celebrity Drag Race.
Yeah.
I think that's what they mentioned. Show. I don't watch that, so I don't know.
I do not like that show.
I don't watch it.
I have no idea who Haley is, by the way. Bless her. Bless her.
Who?
Is her name Haley?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no idea who she is.
Michelle looks so good.
She
looks great.
Hairstyle. I said, okay, you.
Michelle has been eating.
Boobs was looking like this. Okay. She was flat chested. I love it.
Not flat chested.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, she was busty. She was busty back in the day.
That's my new drag name for when I get on Drag Race. Flat Chester.
Yeah. Flat Chester. Flat Chester.
You need a one name artist name, so it'll be Flat.
Yeah. Flat vocals.
I don't know.
I'm not crazy about the way that RuPaul looks, but I do like it. It's a toot, but I'm not crazy about it. Haley looks good. Michelle looks good. Ross looks good.
Ross doesn't look good. He looks very good.
I really like his shirt.
Yeah.
Something about this looks Photoshop. I don't like how Ru looks here.
Why?
I love Grandpa Ru down. It's just like certain choices just I like what I like and I don't what I don't. It's like with any other artist. If I'm a true fan, I have to hold you accountable. I like what I like and I don't what I don't.
Yeah. This is I wonder what that finale look is gonna look like though. She better top what she did in All Star 7, which I don't know if she ever will be able to, but
that was bomb.
That was the bomb.com. There was nothing wrong with the styling of the I mean that stays in my mind rent free. I'll be doing that little Raven Simone looking into the future shit that they got going on. Thinking about that look.
That was cute. Season 14, she recycled her dress, just saying. And put a belt over it. Can I get the pictures one more time?
Of the group?
Mm-hmm. Who should go home tonight?
Haley.
Oh my God.
She ain't no kin to me.
It was like that.
Yeah, Haley could leave, although Michelle could also leave with her in the van that Adore is driving. Because if any other queen would have worn this on Drag Race, she would have read them for filth. So you can go.
That's fair.
Like, you're literally wearing strawberry.
Every week it's the same choreography. Bored.
So Ross is the top suit of the week. I know I was right about it.
Is Ross the top suit of the week? I guess so. No.
Yeah.
Haley looks good. She just needed something to just kind of cinch that waist a little bit. Like in this picture, it looks a little like just too much fabric for her. She appears to me to be more petite than anything else. So,
the blazer's really big, and then the pants are really big and billowy, so it doesn't allow much structure because everything is kind of like falling down in the end, and it loses. but it's a very pretty fabric. She looks great on camera too.
Yeah.
Are y'all ready to get into the real people who need criticism?
That part.
Eric
All right,
hates it.
so runway category is a drag family resemblance. So before we actually start, what do we think about makeover challenges? James, let's start with you. You like them, or they need to get rid of them immediately?
I like them. I feel like they're a part of the cornerstone of what we know to be RuPaul's Drag Race for sure. So if you don't have that, or a snatch game, or who do you think should go home and why, is just not the same. So I like
Derek.
And what would you say to 6-month-old Derek? Start solids in about 6 more months. I think that the makeover challenge is that's cool. I don't remember. Did they have one last season?
I was just thinking that. I don't think we did.
No.
Damn.
They do it when they want to.
They threw out everything for that stupid ass chocolate little shindig. That was awful. That was awful. I want to share a link about all the wrong production moves and all the RuPaul's Drag Race franchises. Anyway, yeah, makeover challenge is cool.
Eric.
When it's done well, I agree with James. Like, I think it's a necessity when it's done well. This season was the one to skip it with.
Didn't Naomi Smalls win like both of her makeover challenges? I saw on the pit stop.
That doesn't even shock me.
Well,
so when it's done right.
Well,
Naomi's everything. Like,
yeah, the first one she
shit,
deserved, but that second one
what was the second
was
one? I don't even
questionable.
remember.
I
Where
like
she
the
did
All
Sunny
Stars
and
one.
Cher.
That was
The All Stars
cute.
one.
That was really cute.
Yeah, but that's
I
not her
don't think
signature
she should've
drag.
won that, because there were some
That
other
wasn't
options on that runway that like.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
could have actually gave it to Mo Hart if they weren't going to, and then also the judging of that with like Manila, they made it seem like Manila's shit was just like trash, and I was like, this is serviceable. It didn't look that bad to me. I was like, I'm still looking for it. I don't know.
It was costume store. It was very Halloween town.
So was Monique's. Like, it wasn't like.
I mean, neither of them won. I actually think Trinity should have won, but I digress.
Oh, that part too. That part too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like makeover challenges.
Okay.
Derek, what did you
moral
say?
of the story? We don't like makeover challenges.
I guess we'll start with Lux.
Why would we start here?
It was the first
All right,
one.
so
Wow.
Lux.
No,
That's what it looks like they're both saying. We have Lux Noir London and Asia Azul.
Their names don't even go together.
Yeah.
It should have been
I don't know.
Angeria Paris Ben Michaels. Alexa. Alexis Azul. What's her name?
Asia Azul.
Asia Azul. She actually does look good.
She does.
She looks good. But the family resemblance is not there, in my opinion.
Pretty cool whatsoever.
Can we see the picture again?
Mm-hmm. If you must.
She needs a manicure. You look good. You look good.
Your shadows.
Those guys were pathetic. No, but yeah, Lux looks really good. They both look really good. It was just the connection. I mean, I would think they're going to do two different things, honestly.
And yeah, in two different spaces,
Mm-hmm.
two different contacts.
So is that a boot?
No, it's a baby two. The judging and critique. It's a 2. It's a 2. They look good. The judging and critiques this episode is just like all over the place.
James.
I didn't like it. I feel like Lux didn't give as much effort and consideration as much as the other queens did because of who she got. And whether that was edited that way or whether she actually felt that way is subjective, of course. But either way, it showed. And I was not a fan.
So that's a boot from you, James.
It's a big old nasty red mischief boot.
Ooh. Ooh. Eric.
Yeah, I mean, Lux looks great.
Why do we keep going back to this photo?
Lux looks great. I really don't like Asia's wig. And I don't like the length of the gown. So it's a boo. I don't feel the need to
It's a
harp on
toot
that.
from me. I think with what Lux was given, she did a damn good job. She got the frumpiest fucking teacher that probably doesn't know shit about Drag Race or shit about
That's great.
anything. And she didn't turn her into a glamazon, but it was completely serviceable. These were two people that probably had the least amount in common. Like the least, right? Lux is a black woman or man, right? And young. And the teacher is the complete opposite, right? Like she's white, she's old, or she's Latina or white or whatever, and she's old. And like she teaches, she's not a drag queen. And I think that she felt so confident like going out there. I think Lux did what needed to be done. It's just in comparison to it is what's hard when there's only 5 queens left and this sticks out like a sore thumb. So, but I think it's a 2. And I think Lux actually made both of these looks in the workroom. Like she didn't have this, like she made them. So,
And to be honest, what we're saying in comparison to what? And whom?
in comparison to some of the other stuff that we've seen, I'm only saying that because I don't think that Lux should have won the challenge by any means. But all across the board, I think everyone did do a serviceable job. Now, a really good job, that's up for debate. But Lux, I think with what she was given, literally what she was given, she did a good job with that. It's the edit. Had they had like something a little bit more intimate on camera between her and her teacher, we would have liked this look a lot more. It's the edit. It made it seem like Lux is whatever, but Lux is pretty much one of the only queens that came into the competition ready to win. She's doing things to win.
It's also not cohesive, is the thing. Like, it's not cohesive. Like, when you think of family resemblance, you at least think, okay, the hair color would be similar. The dress color would be similar. And I understand her putting, like, that coral undertone in the underlining of the flip part. But, like, legit, no room for family resemblance. Like, the edit couldn't have fixed that. I would have been like, what the fuck?
Okay, so the other part of the challenge is to have them look like they're a part of your house, right? And some of the queens did that, and some of them did not do that.
Yeah, I feel like that.
And I guess we'll get to those queens next.
Miss Lawrence, can I say one more thing?
Sure, if you insist.
It really, I know I agree with the 2. I still give them a 2. I thought they both look good. It's the being a part of the same house, same family. It's where it missed for me. I honestly think at this point, Lux was really just worried about Heidi. Like she was literally just thinking about herself. Like I'm gonna look hot and good. This is what I give, and I'm gonna make something that that probably was her teacher's comfort level. Cover it up. Classy, maybe something that hits the floor or whatever. And then Lux was like, I'm bada boom, bada bang. That's my drag. I don't cover up like that. So, but I think for the sake of the challenge, she should have worked with whatever, let's just say the teacher was most comfortable being dressed in that way. Lux should have did like a ball gown or something, honestly, to meet the challenge.
But they also have like very limited time too. I mean, like for what she pulled out in whatever time she had, like it's asking for a lot, like to do something because we've seen Lux win a design challenge, and that's like top 5 best design challenges I've ever seen, like up until now. Like I think it's
Very true.
gorgeous, but there's no way that Lux would have been able to actually make like 2 versions of that same outfit with the same detail and everything, and what time that they have to like to do it. So I think for her, it was just very safe to stay on like the very, very safe side. Although what you're saying is right? Like she could have embellished it a little bit. It didn't have to look like just such bland fabric. But again, I think that just goes along with the fact that like they really don't have like much in common. And again, with like Lux, she came to win. Like she came to win. And with these makeover challenges and stuff, you have to consider the other person. And what I don't like about that is that I do have to consider the other person, right? Just shut up and do what I tell you to do. That's it. That's why you're here, right? If you're gonna give me pushback about like, well, I don't feel comfortable wearing makeup. I don't care. Like, I don't care what you're comfortable. I don't care. If I put you in a fucking G-string, you need to walk that fucking G-string. That's it. Like, just shut up because you're not in the competition. I am, and it's my ass that's on the line. Then you're gonna be backstage like, come on, Lux, come on. I hope you. Well, why did you do what you were supposed to do when you were out there on the stage? Like, fuck out of here.
All right.
That is high school teacher Lawrence there.
You better recognize. My students know what's up.
That was such a rant. I enjoyed it.
I hate it every minute.
All right, who's next?
I don't really fancy this either.
Oh my God. I'll start because I have a feeling that I'll be the most negative, and we want to end on a positive note.
Okay.
Why did she put this lady in all this black? There was no shape. There was no. It was like a walking ink bomb that a squid like farted out or something like that, like walking the runway. I'm like, what the fuck is this? That part. Now the beat, that is classic Eureka. I mean, she really is a part of that family.
The what?
The
The
beat.
makeup.
Oh, the beat. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. That was like classic, and the hair too. Mistress, did she wear the same hair? Like, am I crazy? Or did she take out a pin and put in a pin and she's like, oh, this is it. Like, I'm not even gonna like pack too many wigs. This is gonna fit in like a little roll up, and this is what I'm gonna wear for the whole competition. I don't know if it's the Photoshop of this picture. I got it from drag.looks, by the way. Is her butt padded, or
I believe so.
is that her ass?
I don't think that's
that
her.
don't look good.
I think it's additional padding on top. I mean, I think it's additional padding on top of her body.
They did have padding from
yeah.
as well.
Okay, and they weren't gonna read her for that.
Or they did and they edited it out for the sake of putting Lucy in the bottom. What's this camera? Okay.
For me, it's a soft 2. It's a soft 2. I don't like that big black blob of a dress. But I mean, whatever. Eric, what do you think?
I think that I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. It's a boob. It's a boob. I don't.
James Barmore, what do you think?
I
appreciated the story. I did not appreciate the look. It's a boob.
That's like some shit RuPaul would say before she throws you in the bottom.
I'm rehearsed.
Oh my gosh. Derek, go ahead and give us a toot so we can move on.
Actually, this is a shoot for me.
It's a what? It's a what?
Zip it, bitch. Zip it, bitch. At this point.
Derek!
The Utica.
Put my tea on that one.
We're ending on a positive note, right?
I didn't say a delusional note. I said a positive one.
You guys have to understand me when I say I love Mistress's drag. I love her drag, the big hair, the makeup, the southern boom, the what are the gays call? What do the high class gays call that? What's the
belly fat?
No, the little, what is it? Feathers? No, that's not feathers. I don't know what this is.
Oh, a boa?
A boa, yeah.
I know you did not take that long to remember what a boa was.
I don't know.
Derek, we never agree on anything, but a shoot.
Come on. You're not dead ass.
Shoot.
On a scale of
Derek,
1 to dead ass, you are not dead ass.
Yeah.
Listen, the boa, everything is just fabulous. She literally turned Miss Thing?
Madam Thing. Which, by the way, I love that drag name. She
Madam
ate that.
Madam
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh, shoot.
She literally turned her into Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes! She looks good!
All right, we're gonna go to who's next.
Okay.
So I think we should hop to
Oh.
Let's go to Anitra.
Oh, did he do that on purpose? Oh. Nigga, you are. You are literally muted, Derek. We didn't hear anything you said.
I can't.
Wait, what did he do? I missed it.
I cannot.
What did he do? I missed it.
I am tired.
He was opening something up and fisting. I don't know what was being said. I don't know what was
Anitra.
Mistress,
okay.
You did really well, sweetie. I'm giving you a shoot. I thought you did really well. You did the assignment. You knew the assignment. You knew the assignment.
She texted me and she said that she's currently trying to reactivate her Instagram. Yes, Raylan Alvarez, thank you very much. Choices. Choices 2023. All right, next we have
Mom!
No! Your mom said that was a stretch.
See?
Mom, no, we talked
about
That's right, Mom. Read him. Read him.
Like, what are you talking about?
Shade.
That's ridiculous. I can't believe you're just saying anything.
No, she met the
I
assignment.
can't believe you're. This is what he's done every other episode. Come on. All right, next we have Anitra and Electra.
She's so small.
So we shall start with the biggest fan of Anitra, probably her only fan.
Oh God.
Eric.
Huh?
What do you think about Anitra and Electra's look?
I didn't think I was the person you were talking about. I think that this is very cute and very well done. I think that we've just had this conversation, though. As a matter of fact, I thought that she had repurposed her runway, that pink and the Rip Her to Shreds runway. I thought she repurposed it because it's that similar. But then I was like, there's no shreds. So I'll toot for execution, but like it is giving One Trick Pony with Anitra. I think though, for this one, it would be easier to pass this one along because she's making something for somebody else. So I'm like, I can understand why you would take this silhouette and why you would utilize this fabric if she hadn't done it for herself like 3-4 times over at this point. So I think it was like a 4 or 8.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said or 7 or 8 times, really.
Yeah, I think it was like poor ordering of the episode. Like if this was episode 3 or 4, I would have been like, oh, absolutely. But like at this point, we've seen it so many times and so many variations, even this color variation. So I'm kind of just like, I want to boot it, but I'm damn near booting everything else on the runway. So too.
Derek?
The president of the fan club. I would just like to. I would.
If you shoot this, Derek, you're out of it.
No. Mistress was my only shoot.
It's one episode.
Can we? Okay. I would just like to start off by saying that I had the distinct pleasure and privilege to meet the Anitra, the duck walker herself. This Wednesday, this is me and they. Yes. And this is our selfie. You see that hand on that chest ever so softly?
Ooh, I can't.
I just want to start off by saying, Anitra, I love you. You were so sweet. You were an electrifying performer. I really hope you win this season. I am rooting for you, and I meant what I said, what I told you. You know what we say, girl. I'm going to see you at DragCon. With that being said, it's a 2. It's a 2. Not a shoot. It's a 2. I am a little petite. I hate to come down on my girl like that. With the jumpsuits, with the onesies, you know, I feel like we have seen this before. I'm just being, I feel like, consistent with what I've been saying for the past couple of episodes. It is the same look. I do want to see her do something different. But with that being said, that would be my only critique. I think the hair and the makeup is fabulous on Elektra. I can see the sister resemblance here. I guess the arm foreskin, is that what they were calling it? The something like that. Like that was trend alert. That just making that different was okay, cool. I love Elektra's hair. That is so good. The fact that the way she slayed Elektra's face down. Is Elektra padded? Can we tell?
It
I don't think she is. I don't think either of them are.
Oh, okay. They look good. And if you want to talk about chemistry, and I know we haven't gotten there yet, but they didn't really have chemistry. It didn't seem like on stage. But
honestly, most of these pairings didn't have chemistry.
Yeah. Except for Mistress.
And you know, I honestly would have rather you shot this than that.
She literally turned her into Mistress Isabel Brooks Jr. Literally.
She turned her into Elvira after an eating binge.
But what about when she got to the end of the runway? What about when she got to the end of the runway and they said...
That was so nasty and so rude. I am so sorry. I am running on no sleep, so I'm just flying out of my mouth.
She said that was nasty and so rude. Eric,
I hate that for me. I'm so sorry. Wow.
Okay, I'm back. Do it again, Derek. Do it again. Yes.
Is this the second coming of Share My World MJB or not?
Moral of the story is Anitra is single now. I've learned that recently. And, you know.
You gonna shoot your shot there?
Listen, I've tried. The girl is booked. But I feel like when I told her I'll see you at DragCon, I'm rooting for you at the club on Wednesday, we locked eyes for a second. She was like, I see you there, baby. And then I felt like we had like a moment. She was looking at me, and I was like, that's what I did. I was going crazy. I was malfunctioning.
I'm happy that you got a chance to meet her.
Absolutely. And she loves our show. And she watches everything you say about her. So,
her and the Dalmatians?
Yes.
That's okay. We only care about what a winner thinks.
Yeah.
James,
you will eat your word.
What do you think, James?
Eat your word. James, shoot.
No, it's not a shoot for me. It's a toot nonetheless. I feel like the name of the game, at least for this, was Smarter Not Harder. So in resemblances to, or across the board, I think every queen, played to their strengths and played to what they felt like they could do for these teachers. So it's a toot.
Ross Matthews, eat my ass.
No, thank you. I decline.
Right.
I decline.
She went in on Ross Matthews. I'm mad.
She was fed up. Lawrence, did you give your thoughts on Anitra's look?
No, I was trying to come up with the words without being terrible.
It's that time, baby.
And I think I found them. So I'm gonna just express them as I see fit. She should have been in the bottom for this. Quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of seeing Anitra in the same look. She literally said, "Get me every last performance suit you can sew for me, and this is what I'm packing." I'm sure her luggage, everything fit in one suitcase. I'm positive. All of her wigs are flat. So, you don't do too much zhuzhing up like for it. She literally only packed performers' outfits. I don't know where she thought she was going, but RuPaul likes to laugh. He doesn't necessarily care for a split or a dip. Like, if you can't make me laugh. And she can't make RuPaul laugh. And she should have been in the bottom for this. It's literally the same thing in a worse version of what she wore for Rip Her to Shreds. Like,
it was given that.
That was her last, like,
right.
Racer look. The racer
and that
look.
one was really good. That was really
sexy,
good.
though.
I thought that was sexy. You did. You pointed that reference out, and I was like, "Oh, I love that cosplay." But this is like, it's uninspired. And then she said like yin and yang, and it's like that's not the color.
I didn't see that at all. Yeah.
And no.
Why do you
and the critiques for it also were
BIPOC queens?
Huh?
What's you guys' issue with BIPOC queens?
It's nothing to do. I don't care what her color is, where she comes from. She's just Anitra's really good, but like aesthetically, it's a little one note, and I don't understand why it's so one note. Because when she had to make a garment, she made something like phenomenal. So it's like, why don't?
So where's the standard? Hey, thank you. Where's the standard to hold her to?
Why is your standard performance outfits when you can make stunning outfits? Like, what are you doing with your time? I mean, I'm not saying she should make something in the workroom every week. They don't have enough time for that. But I'm saying in terms of like preparation for the show. Like, why didn't you think to make something more versatile before you came on the show?
And actually, I learned recently that they can take stuff from the workroom and work on it in their
and work on it in their hotels. Yeah. That's what Monique Hart did before they sent her out in a blaze of fire out of season 10. She literally made that mermaid outfit, and she said she couldn't remember the words to the song because she was up all night making the garment. And what she presented was
not worth it.
Not worth it. They just don't have the time. That's why I was like, what was Anitra thinking before she came?
It wasn't stunning.
But can I also just say, sidebar, same season, Monique Hart deserved to win that design challenge where they had to use those materials to make conventional like outfits like out of like unconventional materials. She did like all those cards, those playing cards. She made the skirt, she made the bustier, and she made a wig out of playing cards.
Yeah, she's.
And I'm like, how did she not win this challenge? I'm so confused. And it was just like a travesty. But when you see what someone can kind of do versus like what they kind of like produce after a while, it's like. So yeah, I mean, for me, Anitra's was like bottom two worthy. But all right, and then last but not least, we have Miss Sasha and oh yeah. All right, we'll speed round this one. We have Lucy and Lala Laduka. Derek, what do you think about Lucy and Lala Laduka? I don't know how to forget about this actually.
I think they look serviceable. I think they look great. Honestly, I'll toot it. It wasn't anything. Now, this is an example of something that's pretty generic and that we've seen before. But, I think she
Really?
met. Yeah, I don't think this was groundbreaking. I don't think this is groundbreaking.
Florals in the
This is
smoke.
very typical Lucy for me as well.
Yeah. It's whatever.
For me,
Okay.
this
She's a
was
cute
one
girl.
of the better looks of the night. It met the assignment very well. It was done very well. I like that it was interchangeable from coat to dress, dress to coat for each girl. The makeup and the hair followed the same theme. It gave very much family resemblance. If anything, she should have been in the top. She should have been in, and y'all know I don't really care for Lucy, but like the facts of the
You hate
facts,
her.
I don't hate her.
You
That's too
hate
much
her.
energy. I don't know her. But like
I don't
the
know
facts
her.
are the facts. They gave you an assignment, and she was one of the people that followed it to the T without doing something as lazy as just creating the same outfit for another person.
Okay, I do have. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's all.
Eat him, Eric.
That's all.
Eat him. That duck
I'm
has
sorry.
officially been cooked, Derek. Sorry. James, what do you think?
You will eat your words. You will eat your words. And don't show up to DragCon being all fake and shit. No.
Oh, trust me, I won't. She'll be the one by the napkin dispenser passing me my napkins for my hot dog.
No. She will be the one. She will have the willow pill line. She will have longer than the willow pill line. She will have the winner's line. Yeah. Yes. Actually, Lady Camden's line was pretty long too.
James, anyway, what do you think about Lucy and Lala?
It was cute. It's a 2. That's it.
Was it top 2?
It wasn't.
It was not. Interesting. I thought it was definitely top 2. I want to echo everything that Eric said. Took the words right out of my mouth. This was some fucked up judging. I didn't know what was happening. Drag family resemblance, she probably had the strongest of everyone, to be very honest.
You know what I'm noticing? The lining of Lala's jacket is the lining of Lucy's jacket is Lala's dress.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
it's
thoughtful.
interchangeable.
Yeah.
But Lux kind of did the same thing, right?
No. Lux didn't line any part of her body with blue. Nothing was blue except for her eyeshadow. And even that didn't pop.
I don't know if Lux's person had like a cape or something. It was something where I was able to see like the coral.
Yeah, there was a cape.
Asia's
and there was coral line in the back for that dress.
Yeah, Lux is the one that didn't incorporate much blue.
Yeah, Lucy did a really good job in this. She did a really good job and gave her the Joan. Is that the Joan Rivers wig? Same.
It looked like it.
It looked like it.
This is how you know she did well. I don't know where it was. I think I was watching Roscoe's interview, and they said that in Untucked, Lucy asked for a drink, and they brought it to Lala because they thought that Lala was.
Well, there's something to be said about that. I definitely see the drag family resemblance the strongest by far here. I would think that they were brother and sister in real life.
I do also uplift what, even though it was a negative critique to my girl Anitra, I will also be honest about that. She did recreate the same look for Elektra, pretty much. Like she tried to switch it up a little bit. I will say that too. I would have liked for it to be something a little bit different.
Yeah, but like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Anitra is not.
It wasn't bad.
Anitra is not one of the worst of this week. It's just a thing of like Anitra versus herself. I don't feel like Anitra is pushing herself aesthetically. Yeah, that's the criticism. Anitra does not look bad. It's just like, girl, you can make, as Lawrence would say, stellar outfits, but you just do performance outfits, and I don't understand why you choose that.
Yeah. She was good. I will say with Lucy, the details. You gotta stone those shoes. I don't care what season we're on. Why your makeup not nice? And why you not stoning those shoes?
Baby, those biscuit baskets from James Mansfield, I didn't understand.
That was crazy. That critique was crazy. And then to put her in the bottom, I know we're gonna get there, but that shit was wild to me. Lucy did not deserve to be in the bottom this week or last week. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
This week's guest judge, sure free for all.
Last but not least, we have Sasha and Ferocity Colby. James, what do we think?
It was great. I think that what Sasha was able to do with Ferocity, looked like the face was beat down. The dresses were nice. I know that the judges said that the padding was what really like brought the like relation together for them on the show. I don't think that they needed it, but I mean, it added to the drag aesthetic, so I wasn't mad at the choice. But yeah, it was a 2.
Eric?
I felt like the padding was excessive and it made me not like the outfit. It's entirely too much pad. They look beautiful though, but I'm like, I don't think that was necessary. I actually think that whatever company sponsored the padding this week should not do that again. They should continue to create their own pads and like, because like, have you ever? It's seldom that we see queens look so bulky on the stage, and it's like, I don't know if the pads weren't evenly distributed throughout like the undergarment, but like, why do they look so damn like Squidward when he was ODing with Krabby Patties?
Yes.
Can we get a picture of that?
Like, sitting there, it would probably take me the rest of the review to get it up, but like, still, like, damn. I don't like that. But Sasha did a great job with the dresses and the hair and the makeup. That's not really a her thing. I just don't think she needed all the padding that she used. But the outfits look really good. There's a family resemblance. Not the same dress. So yeah, it's a 2.
Okay. Derek?
Thank you. I love this. I actually like the idea that she padded. And this is what I'm talking about when I say, like, so Anitra not doing the same thing, not recreating the same look. Sasha looks like the pageant queen, whatever. And then her sister, Ferocity, was it?
Yeah.
Ferocity. Such a drag name.
Elegant, them hoes look thrifty. Yeah, so she looks great. And with the short skirt, very much around the way. I got 3 kids at home, but I'm going out tonight. Sister. Looks cute. I love the colors. I love that. Sasha just does interesting things to me.
That's an interesting statement.
And she might take home the crown.
You think everyone's gonna take home the crown? Like, I mean, honestly.
You think the first person that got eliminated is gonna take home the crown to this day?
No, I do.
To this day. Delusion.
To this day.
Convince yourself.
I will.
That edible is kicking your ass.
I think that Sasha Colby looks great. I love the fact that she padded. It just adds to drag. The bigger the pad, like just the campier it is, and that's kind of one thing that I've always been wanting from Sasha is just more campiness. Like, just get real stupid on the runway, and it was so exaggerated that it kind of did look stupid, but it was still well put together. Ferocity made that show for Sasha. I really thought Sasha was going to take this win. I was like, Ferocity is chewing for you right now, because some other people could have been like timid and been like, but Ferocity has done this in her bathroom at some point in her life
She was
where
rehearsed.
no one was looking.
Okay.
She had her references. She had her.
She knew her
Wait.
references.
Imagine coming to Drag Race and telling Sasha Cope, like, who do you want to? Who's your inspiration? Oh, Naomi. I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
What? As soon as she walked in, I wouldn't imagine she knew how to. Can I death drop in this challenge?
Oh my god.
By the way, did we see
Yeah.
Anitra in those big red heels? The big red pleaser boots in the prep? Hot.
And
Hot.
oh,
I'll send you guys a photo.
it's okay. You can keep it. I'm sure there'll be the same things that we've seen on.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that makes it through like all of them. So I mean, for me, seeing all of these looks, I definitely thought this was Sasha's win, but it actually turns out. Oh, before we get to the winner, the teachers have to lip sync to Champion, which is one of my favorite RuPaul Drag Race songs, honestly. To Champion. What did you guys think about the lip sync?
I think they
Was it
should have.
cute?
I think they should have did Let Loose instead.
I don't think I know that one. How does it go?
Lucy Laduka. Let loose. I said let loose. Her talent show.
I can't remember that far back.
Okay, that was light years ago.
You guys don't have it downloaded on your. I digress. Okay.
Never will. The only song that I actually want to download is Cornbread's talent show number. But I digress. I didn't think it was necessary.
Yeah.
I think I watched this episode when I was extremely tired. So a lot of things I was just like, girl, get to the point. Get to the point. If you're not going to pick a winner, save this for Untucked. But like...
Meh.
Not me.
Okay.
I like to see the
James,
teachers having a good time. That I can say. That's all I got.
which is a very rare occasion. Take it from a teacher.
Oh no.
James,
Yeah.
what do you think?
It was cute. It was quaint. You know, they allowed the defaults to have their moment on the show. So, cheers. Thanks for being on the show. Thanks for coming to play.
Miss Lawrence, before we move on, I wanted to ask you, as a teacher, and if you were able to do this challenge, first of all, thank you for what you do. We appreciate what you do.
Oh, thank
Who would you have wanted to be your queen that does the makeover for you out of this top 5? If the teachers got to choose.
To make me over?
To put you in drag.
For lack of a better word, it's gonna sound generic, but I would say Sasha Colby. I just have like a profound respect for her. All of the years of drag being beat into my face, I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know when I'll ever find that again, so I'll just take advantage of that. Lux, I can go see her at Boxers HK on Saturday. Like, but I do love. I love Lux's look too. All of them have like something that I really like that the other ones like lack. Like in general, like if I want a classic drag, I would go to Mistress. If I want a high sexy drag, Sasha. Lux, like that kind of like young, like hip, new to the scene type of drag, I will go to her. Lucy, that fun campiness. Like they all have like something really, really good. Who's and Anitra, if I wanted to walk a duck in New York City, I would go to
You
Anitra.
will not do my girl.
So, I mean,
do my girl.
or a pigeon. We have a lot of those birds here. So I'll walk a pigeon, I suppose.
Shout out to the birds.
Shout out to the birds. I didn't personally care for the teacher appreciation thing. The only part to me that was really funny was that I don't care what kind of front Lux tries to put up, she was completely disappointed. And her teacher, she was just like, yeah. Oh, fuck.
To the point where she was like, "Do you need help
What
with
was that
anything?"
second verse? What was that second verse again? I know Lux wanted to hold her hand like a bitch, tag me in. I'll go and do it for you. Just tag me in. Oh, poor her. They fucking edit dumped on Lux when she was cutting that fabric and she was looking at
Lux was over it.
You need me to help you with anything? No, I need to sit over there and shut the fuck up and eat your food. You should have just eat your food.
Yeah.
Basically. Damn. Oh, poor lady.
Yeah. So after it was all said and done in terms of this episode, Anitra took the win. Although I never usually agree with who wins. Unless it's Irene the alien. Now this
That was so cute. That was so
is a
good.
high
That's Bosco,
two
you
for
guys.
me.
That's Bosco.
Oh, come on. Come on.
That is
Don't-
Bosco.
no.
That's Bosco.
Oh, I didn't even realize that's the best she's ever looked. She should have went on this season with Irene, and it would have probably been in the top like together. Because this
That's
supersedes
also not fair
anything Bosco has
representation,
done.
though. That has to be made, or it's like there's no guarantee she would have got a queen that fit that image.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
based on her other runways on Instagram, I'm
And
pretty
again, yeah, she
sure
would've made
Irene
something.
would have
True.
whipped something up that was at least very aesthetically similar. Wow, they dropped the fucking ball. They dropped the ball. If there was any reason to have like a game within a game season to come back, this would have been it. Because Irene is chewing these bitches out. But on the show, Anitra gets her third win, second consecutively. Derek, what do you think? Fair or square?
So, and I've been preparing for you, Lawrence, because I knew.
That's
Awesome.
crazy.
That sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
What?
Because we know.
By the way, audience, no.
Lawrence wishes. He could. No. Okay, but listen, I've been preparing because I know you have a lot of feelings. I am happy for I'm not hating on my girl getting the third win. She's up there with Sasha now. It makes more sense for her to be. Honestly, that's what I think is going to be. That's what I think is going to be top two. The last couple of episodes, the last few episodes, actually, the judging and critiques, the tops and bottoms have been not good. I mean, it just has not made sense for me. I do not think that Anitra was the best in this challenge. I really don't. This might sound crazy, but I do think Mistress did the best. I thought this would have been Mistress. Mistress deserved to win, in my opinion, and Lucy did not deserve to be in the bottom. That was just crazy. Lux, yes, but Lucy did not deserve to be in the bottom. She actually could have been in the top for me, but because it was her time to go, that makes sense. But I am very happy for Anitra's third win. I'm not hating on that. I want her to win as many challenges as possible so she can take home the crown, because I really do stand Anitra.
So who would you have had in the bottom?
That's hard, honestly. So Lux will be there, and it's hard. Like, yeah, I don't know.
You don't want to put your boyfriend in the bottom.
Yeah, I because it's giving.
Usually I do, but no.
Mom, cover your ears, please. I don't know what's happening right now.
No, if Anitra was to go in the bottom, it will be for the critiques. If we're so down to the wire, if we're nitpicking, right, it will be. She did make the same garment for Elektra, and I didn't really see the chemistry. I forgot who they gave the chemistry critique to, but I didn't see the chemistry. Elektra looked like she didn't want to be there. She wanted to go home to her kindergartners and get the fuck off the stage. Like, she did not want to be there. That would
Lucy
be my
got the chemistry critique, which is actually a load of crap.
Yeah. So it's hard because I think everybody did a pretty decent job. Lawrence, I did see your comment in the RuPaul's Drag Race or somebody's page, and you was like, "This could have been a non-elimination episode." Sure, why not?
Oh, we're not getting one of those unless it's next week.
RuPaul said, "You bitches are going home."
Okay.
You guys are going home. Okay.
I feel like MTV said these girls is going home.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We actually don't have enough budget for a top 4. We had too many last season. It's 3.
Okay, zip it, bitch. You're zipping up.
Oh my God! Yes, Eric. Yes.
Oh my God. It's
So
really,
if you just to go on record, if you had a bottom 2, it would be Lux and Anitra. I just want to make sure that we're understanding each other properly.
This is for Derek?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It would be Lucy and Alex and Lex. When does RuPaul ever get it wrong? Name one. Right.
Oh.
Right.
You don't want me to
Angela.
name all of them.
Well,
Sam.
actually, RuPaul's back was against the wall. And
They did that.
And
that's what they're doing here, Derek. You
Stop
and
it.
I both know Anitra did not deserve this win. You and I also both know Anitra did not deserve last week's win either. Not saying that she's not placing high, because she's definitely she's not like bottom like worthy. I don't think that. But in terms of this here, we are down to the nitty-gritty. We want to see something different. We want to see top 4 material. That's what we've been investing in all this time. That garment is good for you, and it looks good on pretty much everyone because it is drag 101. It's a leotard, and I'm like, you've done this every week. It's been a variation of this very garment. If not, you actually take off more clothes. It's a runway. You're supposed to kind of wear clothes. Hello.
Yeah, you know what?
Anitra this season's Bosco with the 2-piece, but she got the jumpsuit instead.
Oh
okay.
I would have loved
versatility
to do a review show in that season. Lawrence would have ate her up. But I agree with you, Lawrence. And I've expressed my frustrations with my man, but we have those conversations in private. I feel like Anitra should really switch. I mean, well, shit, we're at the last 2 episodes, so we'll see what she wears to the reunion. She better bring it at the finale, because I am not. The finale is the gay Super Bowl. Please.
If she wore a cat suit, I would scream.
I feel like Mistress is about to break it.
It's a problem.
Because Lex is going home next, unfortunately.
Anitra is going to have a gown in the finale, to me, that would have to have taken up at least 1 suitcase by itself, at least 50 pounds. Otherwise, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see her. I don't care what duck you're walking. I'm done. They plucked my feathers. I'm fucking done. Since episode 5, she's literally been doing the same thing. So really, to me, Anitra has really only won 1 episode. But what you're saying, Derek, is true. The producers backed themselves up into a wall yet again. Mm-hmm. And I said this in the group chat. They did this with Shay in All-Star 7. Had you given her another win to break it up, it would have seemed more fair for Shay to go to the finale. But because you were banking on her performance, which everyone already knows what their performances are before they actually do it, and you know that Shay is like that bitch, you knew she was going to get 3 Legendary Legend stars. And so the fan base is looking at her like, yeah, she's great, but does she deserve to be there? She only has 1 star. She only has 1 star. They did the same thing with Anitra. Anitra could have won, I'm sure, somewhere a challenge in between this. So that way the last 2 is not like an arms race for trying to catch up to Sasha. This is what Mistress was talking about.
I think I see the connection with the Shay, because we were like All-Star 7. It was like, damn, girl, like, you're fucking fierce. Like, but at the end, that's when she got like, oh, this challenge is worth 2 stars or whatever. And, like, they hurried up and pushed her on because they knew she deserved it. Like, forcibly, like, literally, like, here's 2 stars. It was like last episode before the finale, right? Of All-Star 7.
Right.
They are sort of doing that with Anitra, right? Because they want it to make sense. She's had a pretty decent edit. And they wanted to make sense because she is a potential winner. And I would not be mad at that. I also wouldn't be mad at any of the top 4. Really can take it home for me. But they're just trying to make it make sense. And I agree with Lawrence. And like, it's not that Anitra isn't placing high. She's doing a good job. It's in the challenges. The runways can improve. But then we go into the conversation of whether or not the runways actually matter these days. It matters to us, but I mean, do the runways really matter? To me, it does, but to the judges, I don't know.
Runways where the challenge is a runway, then yes, it does heavily matter, such as this one or a design challenge. Your last look of your design was really what saved you, because the first 2 were just like, really, bitch. Like, what can you more say? Really, bitch. Like, really, right? But then your last look really saved you from like that bottom placement. So I mean, I don't know. We've already established that Anitra is very much like a performance queen. But has Anitra made RuPaul laugh? Like, are you versatile to take the crown? Like, versatile enough to take the crown? And my answer to that from what I've seen is no, she's not. But people love her so much that they're willing to kind of like bypass. Well, Exhibit A.
Do we
they're willing to kind of like bypass that.
Do we have a winner like Anitra?
In regards
to like, maybe she's not making RuPaul laugh, but is she bringing something else to the table that RuPaul really does enjoy? I'm thinking about Evie. I don't think that Evie, another stunt queen, because I would consider Anitra to be our stunt queen winner if she's going to take the crown.
I think the difference between well, I'm sorry, finish your thought, because I may go.
Well, sorry, I deserve it. I totally cut Lawrence off. What were you saying?
It all falls back.
Yeah, so maybe she's not super funny. Maybe she's super chill, super stoned all the time, and that's okay. You know, she doesn't have to be a comedy queen. She said, like, literally in her entrance confessional, I am what they call a stunt queen. And she let you know from the jump, bitch, don't expect passion from me, bitch, because I'm about to duck walk the house down.
But I think in saying that you're one thing doesn't negate the fact that you can be another thing.
Be versatile.
I think that in regards to the Evie Oddly Anitra comparison, Evie stood in her own aesthetic aside from being a stunt queen and was spectacular. Like, a lot of the looks she did were very unique. The orange look was a circus clown.
I love that look.
The strings and stuff, she was a jellyfish. So it's not just like, I'm a stunt queen solely. It's like, no, this is what I specialize in, but I'm also really good at this area. And she's well-rounded. Yeah. And I think Anitra is a solid queen. I just don't think that she is the best representation of this season.
Well, who y'all want to win? God damn it, who y'all want to win?
You know, at this point, it does feel like a free-for-all. I still want it to be Mistress, because I feel like Mistress is representation that the drag race community hasn't had yet. I feel like we've had a bit of like a Sasha Colby in a way. Very polished and very classic. I think we've had a bit of a Lux with like a Simone or like maybe a Jada or something like that. But a Mistress, I feel like, would be very refreshing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that would be cool.
You're talking about for a winner, right?
I'm talking about for a winner.
I wouldn't mind it. Honestly, like I said, I wouldn't mind any of the 4. Anyway, James, what do you think? Who do you want to win?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not.
Which is crazy. This is like the last episode, kind of. Sorta.
Isn't that the best feeling?
By this point, we typically have a good breakdown and understanding of what everyone is giving, but like,
it could be anyone's game.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and maybe that could have been done intentionally too, to the fact of just the way that the dominoes fell in totality for production to actual play to where we are now. So
honestly, I don't think RuPaul even knows. I don't think he's even made a decision yet, because they haven't filmed the finale. I don't even think RuPaul knows. I imagine RuPaul waking up every morning. Lux, Mistress, Sasha, literally like questioning because it is kind of tight competition right now.
Mhm.
Last season, I was pretty set on Willow Pill,
Yeah, without a
even with
doubt.
her one win.
I was set on Lady Camden. I'm sorry.
Lady Camden was so good.
People love Lady Camden. If Mistress wins, are they going to be at DragCon, waiting in line, giving them like, you guys need to back up, everyone, one person at a time. Are they going to do that for Mistress if she wins?
Then again, she has gotten a really poor reception from the fandom.
Yeah. Mistress is not gonna win. You can't crown somebody like her. She's just too controversial, and she's too, just kind of like that girl that like kind of causes like the drama and stuff like that. Like you can't crown somebody like that, right?
I think you can. I think you say fuck the fandom.
They can't. This fan base is rabid, Derek. Like they have to consider like so many different things as it pertains to the fan base, but they've been getting it wrong so often, which is like they're not learning from their mistakes. It's I don't even know if it's like a mistake or if it's like on purpose to get everyone talking. But when you do that, then you come up with like something where like you don't have like a hardcore like this person's gonna take the crown, this person's gonna take the crown. Because usually like the one right before the finale, you've already cemented who like is gonna take the crown for you, and you stick with them through and through, no matter what the finale gives.
Yeah,
we don't know what the finale is going to give. All of them are solid lip syncers, like dance performers, right? Well, minus like Mistress, but each of them has something that every other one needs. We don't actually have like a complete package in like any of them. Now, if we're talking about consistency, Lux has been the most consistent, both track record wise and performance wise, in the competition out of all four of these ones that are left here. She's never placed below safe until this episode that's here, in which she didn't actually do a terrible job. It was still up there, but next to everyone else, you have to be in the bottom. It's obvious you have to be in the bottom, So I don't know. My vote is still for Lux to take home. I think she's absolutely the most deserving of it. Mistress, she kind of can't win, so that kind of leaves Anitra and Sasha. Anitra is not the full package, not for me at least. And Sasha, I don't know if she's in it to win just to get another notch on her belt or not. Like I haven't decided that. Like I just do things that I win at. And this is just to be like another thing versus like the future of drag or like, kind of cultivating and grooming like a new drag queen like Lux. So I don't know.
You know who was a really good winner? I'm gonna say this really quick and we can move on. Who was a really good winner? Simone. Simone is a good example of somebody who won Drag Race and just skyrocketed. One of the younger, newer generation queens. She's sitting up there with Jimmy Kimmel. She's interviewing RuPaul on what? Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, whatever, whoever. She's doing Fenty shows. She is in like another country every week. She's been in magazines. She's in Cash App commercials. She's just, they need somebody who is palatable. Really, they do. And somebody who can really just take it to like Bob says, I will win drag. What he told the producers, I will win Drag Race, and that will not be the best thing I ever do in my life.
Yeah.
Period.
So continuing on with great things, like for instance, Willow Pill is not going to do all that type of stuff. She's not.
Yeah.
Even though she was unique and all that stuff. I don't know which of the top four is going to be around like doing the thing, so
yeah. So I mean, like we said, the winner episode is Anitra and Elektra, and I think that they both won $5,000. I feel like I went to get a drink or something. Was that what happened?
All the teachers won money.
Oh,
they won a trip.
They won a trip.
Oh, they won a trip. Excuse me.
To Palm Springs for 3 nights.
Oh,
they didn't win money.
Nice.
Only Anitra's teacher won money.
See, now teachers always said they deserve more money, and you gave them a trip. Just give them the money. I don't just like. What's the issue? Let me spend my shit on what I want if you really appreciate me. But whatever. So the bottom two are Lux Noir London and Lucy Laduka. Thumbs up if you agree with those bottom two placements. Wow, no, not a full thumbs up. I think we all agree that Lux should have been in the bottom this episode. I do.
I put Mistress at the bottom.
You put Mistress?
I really didn't like that.
I put Anitra in the bottom. I really didn't like it. James, who would you have had as a lovely second alternate?
It probably would have been either Anitra or Mistress.
Derek, you're the tiebreaker.
I'm gonna stick beside Lucy and Lux. That's it. It was time for Lucy to go. Unfortunately.
Time for her to. We sound like judges, like some bitchy ass judges.
Let
you
loose.
go.
Be quiet.
All right. She said, "What is wrong with you?" Tyra's pumpkin orange wig was so nasty. I was offended. Wore that on TV and was seriously yelling at someone else. If I was Tiffany, I would be like, "Girl, I know you." With that shit sitting on top of your head like that. Come on now.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I enjoyed that.
Yikes.
Y'all didn't like that? I love that.
No. That is giving Evie Oddly's Orange Alert look pumpkin peel. Orange peel wig. I don't like that.
You know that all of us was rooting for you to win. Did you know that?
He was like, "So what, bitch? I'm leaving, aren't I?" Like,
right.
She was in the crowd. Come on. Yeah, girl, you stop it. Tyra was pissed. She said, she looked at that crowd the same way RuPaul looked at Robin when she hit the split. When she said, don't do it like you can. RuPaul said,
wait. When Monique and the Vixen were lip syncing.
Oh, in the fucking way.
And Monique tossed her.
oh,
And RuPaul looked at her.
She said, "Oh my God."
Oh my
RuPaul
God.
was disgusted. At the end of the lip sync, they all literally like slow clapped, and RuPaul was looking at both of them like, "Really? Really? Y'all tested me?" Like, oh shit. That is so funny. Monique Hart. She's getting her money now. No more poor drag for Monique. She be looking.
She getting the Amazon
fleek.
check. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the song that they're lip syncing to is Haley Kiyoko, For the Girls. What do we think about the lip sync? Was there any standouts? Was there any losers? What do you guys think?
I think Lux was the obvious standout. I think that she was really Lux is very eager and very chipper, and I like that a lot. Like Lux is excited. Lux hypes herself up, and she's her biggest fan, and it shows in everything that she does, and I really enjoy that. I thought that like some of the movements were a little like sloppy and sporadic, but I just enjoyed. Lux was giving her all, and at the age of like 23, I'm like, in time, all of this is gonna be so refined that I can't say too much negative. Like, she's a star. I really enjoy Lux. I really enjoy her.
Now, you didn't use the word spunky to describe Lux. Can I just ask you why that is? Use chipper and something else.
Something about Lux is it's
because she's not small and stocky. Just say that. She's not
It's not
small and
that.
stocky.
I feel like she's a little too cool to be spunky. Like something about Lux, it doesn't give me like, yeah, let's do it. She's like, I'm about to eat this shit up. That's not spunk. It's like, it's just this cool, like, I got this, but like, spunk is more like, she doesn't give me that. She talks slow too. She doesn't give me spunk.
Nothing's worse than, and her body is kind of like.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! When you said Jax had the same belly as you, that's legit the only thing I remember about Jax. Because when you said she had the same belly as you.
Y'all about the same height too.
No. Derek is tall. Derek is like what, 5'10"? You're like 5'10". I mean Eric.
Yeah, I'm 5'10".
Eric's 5'5".
You're such an ass. Who were the standouts to you guys? What did y'all think?
Just as I thought, trash. I saw that in the comments, and it made a lot of sense. Lux did too much, and Lucy did too little. Lux ate that shit up. Lux ate it up.
Period. You didn't like Lucy's cartwheel?
That was tragic.
No, Monique's cartwheel was actually tragic. Lucy at least landed on her feet. Monique's she landed on like her calves. I was like, what's happening here?
And when Lucy dropped to her knees and said, I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that.
What did she do?
Yes, she dropped to her knees like in the beginning of the song, and I'm just like, why do you guys do that?
It's to convey emotion. Do you know nothing?
No, I don't watch the show, Tamar. It's just too much. It's too much.
I feel like it's a way for them to catch the judges' attention. If they can't do like splits and stuff, it's like, if you just see me drop, you're gonna look over here because gravity's taking effect. But like, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't help because it's like your first instinct is to go to the floor. Like
when Willow Pill did that during Telephone by Lady Gaga and Beyonce, like, not gonna reach my telephone. I said, this does not require that much emotion. Get up off your knees, shut your mouth, and eat your food.
And Willow Pill know damn well she not supposed to be doing all that. Like, girl, get up. Like, just point and bend and snap. I'm not being rude. Well, like, no, you said something about having diabetes, Eric. So I don't even want to hear anything from you. And Derek, you said that Aura Mayori would be handing you napkins.
What's wrong with you?
I was trying to stop you from making a similar mistake.
What just happened? What just happened?
They're hypocrites. James is like, they always tell me about what I say, and they say just as nasty things. James, go on Eric's go on this channel with Eric and go to the All-Star 7 reviews. And in one of those middle episodes, 5-minute rant about eating.
Zip it, bitch, you're dead to me. James, what happened is that
eat it! You purple people eater.
I will send it in the DMs.
I can't
hear you now.
Manic panic. Anyway, so Lucy ends up being the one eliminated, but at least she lost winning a mini challenge, which I know she loves. She's the queen of the mini challenges. Was it her time to go? Was it Lucy's time to be let loose?
Yeah.
See what happens when you come for Black Queens? She literally did everything she could to sabotage Love and went home for it.
The producers were like, oh, hell no. I know you're not going to try and sabotage one of our actual contenders for this contest.
Oh my God.
I would not like you to go home. Yeah, but you gave Rebecca that makeover challenge win. She put an H&M dress on her and a wig from down the block.
I am so happy you asked me this question.
It was disgusting.
I would say myself.
That part. All right, so we have our top 4: Lux, Sasha, Mistress, and Anitra. Who do you guys think is taking home the crown? Eric.
Sasha.
James.
Come back to me.
You were so stupid, nerd.
Like MTV's taking home the crown. Taking home all the colors. Derek.
Amethyst.
I forgot about Amethyst.
Me too.
How could you guys forget about I can't find my baby?
You really remember that first episode.
You do. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
It was so long ago.
That shit was genius. I don't get how I really don't get how anybody would have
The
not.
timing was poor.
James, have you decided on your final?
I guess, because even then I'm still not sure. This is a very soft look.
Very soft.
You said Lux.
Damn.
It's limp.
So soft.
I would love that.
I
I
have
would
a
want-
feeling that they're not gonna do a comeback episode for Irene.
Yeah, no.
But I'd like to remain consistent. So I'm gonna say my winner for this season is Irene the alien, and rightfully so. But as far as like actually getting a crown, she probably won't. So a person that I think would look the most deserving of that crown would be Lux. But I'm gonna put an asterisk next to Lux's name, which I never said like before, because I'm not 100% sold on her like I was in a couple of episodes like ago. She's kind of like, I don't know, a little bit more fine tuning is really nice, but I know who I definitely don't see taking the crown. That's not important.
Right.
We vote.
All right, so that concludes our review of episode 13. Next week, I think the episode is called "Blame It on the Edit." I guess that's a girl challenge. Oh,
Who's taking home Miss Congeniality? That is the real. That's the real gag. That's the real gag.
I'm gonna say Spice or Selena as cities.
Really? I say
If the
Rock.
queens get to decide, yes. If Ross gets to decide,
Hmm.
take Selena out.
But Ross is congenial, so he could set aside his own reservations and vote fairly. That's what congeniality is.
God.
I think it would have been Selena until this stuff kind of aired around her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she kind of gave that up, and poor her, right? Because she could have won like what is it, a $10,000 gift card or something like that, like, and she needs it to work on like her aesthetic, so that way she can come back for All Stars 20 something and really kill the competition. But she ruined it by opening her mouth. I would probably say Sugar.
Sugar was there for like 2 or 3 episodes.
3 episodes to be exact.
I'll give it
James
to Marsha.
Barmore. Who would you give it to?
Marsha.
Oh yes.
Oh, why not?
How could I forget about
I can
Marsha?
see that from Marsha.
Yeah, I can see that from Marsha.
Or Malaysia. Mm-hmm.
No,
I can't see that from
she's a
Malaysia.
crybaby.
Yeah, she was
That's not
triggered.
congenial. She's a crybaby.
And Marsha has to vote for her, and Marsha's not gonna vote for her.
And Marsha also has a slight delusion, which gives me very Valentina. It's a slight delusion, but one nonetheless, right? Like Marcia only exists in Marcia's world. Nothing else exists.
True.
All right, Derek, do you have any like outro games that you want to play or something? I know you like that.
No. That was my outro question. This congeniality.
Is it brunch time for you? You look like you're getting ready to go somewhere.
Something like that.
Oh my gosh. Do you have friends?
Absolutely, I have friends. More friends than you, sweetie.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's because I work.
Oh, girl. And I work too. And after I just praised you on being a teacher and educating this new generation.
Wait, so who better to read you than a teacher?
Girl, bye. You're tired and you're through. You're dirty. You're nasty. Where is it? Where is it? Stop.
She was wearing a drag costume. Nene was wearing a drag costume. Did you guys in that reunion? It was fringy. It was Nude Illusion right here.
Oh God!
And
yes,
she had an
ponytail.
Anitra wig on. It was a drag costume.
It was so cheap.
I was like, Nene.
It was so cheap and tacky. So cheap and so tacky.
I was shocked. I was in tears almost.
Alrighty, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us in our review. James, we have to have you back.
Please. Because, I'm down for the things.
Are we crazy?
Yes. Eric, stop blocking him.
You're crazy as hell.
Let him
but
on. Let him
now.
through. Yes. We'll get James to come through. We'll go ahead and get rid of Derek, and we'll actually add Derek's mom in place of him. I think that would be like a nice.
If you want a real Kiki, yes. She's amazing. She's amazing.
Alrighty, guys. Bye.
Bye.